Fright Fest 2018 continues with Fright Fest, a movie that is not actually about the festival itself, but about just the trope of having this kind of festival. You have this washed up director played by Dylan Walsh, who plays Spencer Crowe. He is one of the most predominant horror directors who can't seem to get a break, who has fallen on hard times because of alcohol, drug and women, and is struggling to get a gig, and he owes quite a lot of money as well, which is why he ends up taking a gig to run this Fright Fest in this small town. They are trying to rehabilitate the image of it, and they have decided to create this horrific idea of having this spook house in an old asylum. They want him to come, write a story for it, stage it, light it, and let people get scared silly going through this environment. So he is there with his crew, and he gets cameras set up and all things like that. But wouldn't you know it, there is this police vehicle transporting deadly criminals, just psychotic people, that happens to crash. One of the people on this is a convicted murderer that we see early on in the movie, and the other one is just a crazed madman with an almost Hannibal Lecter type mask over his face. These two people make it into the house, and one of them just starts running amok, torturing, killing, maiming, just tearing these people down. And this is a fantastic element to this movie. So we have the main character of the director, who is reprehensible and a character that we don't really like, and then we get this killer who is running amok in this haunted house, just almost a kid in a candy store, just killing people with such ferocity that it's hard to believe. But then we also have the people within the house, the people that are there to be scared, to go around this haunted house experience, to have disgusting elements put in front of them, who feel that these murders and everything that is happening in front of them are staged, unknowing that this is reality. It's almost like the desensitization of horror. You know, they stand there watching somebody being actually murdered, thinking that it is just a show, and do nothing about it. It's a great sort of commentary on the modern world, and it's nice to have something like that put within a horror movie. And this is, at its base premise, a horror movie, and it goes for the blood, the guts and the gore, and it lays it on heavily throughout the movie, and it does so with such energy that you can't help but being won over by it. Yes, you don't really have many characters that you can attune to or grasp onto as heroines, heroes, people that you want to see survive to the end, but it does give you a villain that is fun to see just wreak havoc. We get this kind of character of Spencer, who is, like I said, abysmal, horrific, that almost takes pleasure in torturing people, because he, and another aspect of the story which I really liked as well, starts to realise what's going on as he sits in his editing suite watching all the monitors, and rather than do something about it, decides to start crafting a horror movie, piecing together the scenes of this killer and the people that are trapped within the house being murdered, and starts to layer up his own live action movie, which is an interesting aspect. I didn't see it coming in the movie, but it really lent a lot of excitement to it. I was interested to see where he would go next, as he ultimately leads people down paths that are going to lead to their demise, and does it without any kind of morality or conscience at all. Fright Fest was a fun movie. It was one that really sort of gave me a lot of energy and made me excited watching it, for the kills, the variety of the kills, the blood and the gore that was on show, as well as the kind of commentary to the world today. Seeing people, watching people being brutalised and just kind of going, oh, that's disgusting, but not looking away, looking more inherently at what they've just seen. It just feels fitting, and something that I really liked within the movie itself. It's a great sort of setting for a movie as well, within an asylum that has been decked out like a haunted house to scare people. It gives it all these nooks and crannies, there's all these different traps, and the characters are sufficient enough, but they're not fully dimensional to make me want to go back and revisit them multiple times. Still, if I had a few people over and I wanted to throw something on that was going to just make them cheer with the blood, I would throw on this movie easily. It's just fantastic for that kind of crowd, and it's coming out on DVD and home video in early 2019 from Fright Fest Films, the movie Fright Fest. If you've seen this movie, if you've checked out the trailer, if you have any thoughts on it whatsoever, let me know your thoughts in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.